You know what's funny? I was explaining it to my girlfriend, Nicole, and she kind of laughed at it. She was like, oh, and I was like, don't laugh at it. It's not funny.
This is serious shit, okay?
I was like...
Bro, in the beginning, there was nothing. And then after that, like way after that, we made a video on YouTube.
We did.
Actually, more specifically, this side of the table made a video on YouTube.
Yeah, where it was,
where we played a nice casual game of Super Meat Boy. Yeah. You know, before I even really got into speed running it and that whole era. And who'd have known that 10 years later, we'd still be friends, we'd be in my house, sitting in my basement, on episode 182 of the Joystick Show.
Insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, but most likely gentlemen, this is the official 10-year anniversary of Team Joystick.
Fireworks.
That I've edited in, yes.
No, we have actual pyrotechnics in a locked basement.
We also have the proper medical teams.
Nah, it's like Google. It's like Google Meet where you go like this and then it shoots like lasers.
Do they do
yeah,
that?
Bro.
Oh, man. We have to get on that way. We have to get more organized to the point where we meet on Google Meet. You know.
And we use filters.
Yeah, just for that. It's not to get anything
It's like
done.
Joey, you missed the Monday morning Zoom meeting. He's like, I'm at work. It's like.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, written up.
Amazing.
Guys, welcome. It's a special one. Everybody's around the table this time around.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're just going to go down the years and chronicle what it's been like to make 10 years worth of content on this channel. It's going to be fun. We've got lots of conversations to have. Before we do that, go ahead and like this episode.
Yeah.
Like this one, all right? All the other ones
it.
you don't have to, but this one you have to. And you should also subscribe to Team Joystick because not only is there tons of videos there already, which we're going to talk about, but there's also tons of video coming on the way. That was not grammatically correct, but
coming up.
Regardless, you get the picture. Before we start, Joey said he has something for the...
Yeah, I think 10 years being on YouTube and as well as being friends, even more than 10 years, deserves a present, a gift. So I actually have two types of presents. I have one group present.
Oh, shit.
And then I have for every single one of you individual present. So I will now share with you our group present.
Come on. I
Oh, shit.
I just make this stuff. I didn't know how to do this.
Oh no, it's the final countdown.
This is our group present.
Oh Yo! Holy shit! It's like the right. It's like the one. Dude. It's like the correct red. It's
oh
not.
My God.
I looked for it.
Not. Holy shit!
Does anyone want to explain this to our viewers?
I wish we had Jose. Oh my God! That's amazing. Yeah, so
it's got to go in your room somewhere, bro.
No, this is going right. We have a new candle.
Yay!
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
I want to explain what that is while I get our second present.
Yeah, so I mean, kind of funny enough. We have a group chat that we've been a part of literally since we were like, 16, 17 years
something
old.
like that.
Which started
it's on Instagram now, but it used to be on Facebook Messenger.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. And I don't really know who started it. I think it was Jose.
I believe it was Jose.
But one day, Jose just started using the red heel emoji, which, you know, this is the red heel and this is the emoji, right back to back, you know? And... over the years, it has just turned into its own like symbol. Like
it's a statement. It's a
it's
question.
Hilarious.
It's an answer.
Exactly.
It's
like you could post something in the chat that you ponder and just red heel, boom, post it. You know, maybe something really funny, red heel, boom. You know, it's just it means so many things, but it only means those things to us, and anybody who's watching is confused.
Okay, Joey is walked in with actual present bags.
Ridiculous, dude. Oh my God.
Right, let me just put this.
That one felt heavy. It just hit me on the shoulder.
Joey is the Leslie Knope of the group.
So yeah, and also to add to that conversation, the size of the heel also mattered. So if it was a small heel, it was like, that's kind of funny.
Oh yeah,
big heel. That was a big
so for
deal.
those of you that have used Messenger or Facebook Messenger, if you like you can set for like each chat, you can set like a default, like a signature like emoji.
Yeah.
And the longer you press on it, the bigger it gets.
Exactly.
It'll like wiggle like
and like the default is like the like button.
Yeah.
We changed it to
it was the red
emoji.
heel.
And eventually it made its way to being the red heel, and that was hilarious for some reason.
And now it's here. It's a
hilarious.
physical thing.
Now someone held the button long enough for it to like literally just fucking
It
manifest.
would be that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was explaining it to my girlfriend Nicole, and she kind of laughed at it. She was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Don't laugh at it. It's not funny."
This is serious shit. Okay.
I was like, "No,
this is important.
Not don't laugh at it as in it's serious." I was like, "Don't laugh at it because it's only funny to us. Like if you explain it, like this isn't funny. It's like we found it funny." And the second gift is I wanted to get something that, you know, we've been friends for so long, and what connects us and this channel, and it's video games. True. So we played a lot of video games together, and I was trying to think, do I get every single one of you a game that you really liked?
Oh shit!
But since we are Team Joystick, I wanted to pick a game that we've been playing for quite some time that was very team based, and the only game that I could think of was this one. So I worked with my father to make a set for every single one of you, including Jose. I'll leave it with you for Jose. This is what I made.
Oh man.
Oh, can I guess?
Is this a craft?
Oh, it's he got us
No way. No.
This is oh no, it's too heavy. I was gonna say he got us fucking Minecraft wrapped in the plastic.
It's heavy. It's
wow, it is. We can open it?
Go ahead.
What is
Oh
this?
shit!
Oh wow, crazy.
That's hype.
That's actually dope.
These are sick.
There's also a light under it. You could turn it on and it'll glow.
Oh shit!
Let's go. That's sick.
I opened Speed Cola, so. Oh, that's fucking dope.
Oh, they light up?
Yeah,
Yep.
look.
And you could put them anywhere.
Holy hell! It's funny. Joey just
Sick.
gifted us set decoration for the podcast. This is amazing. Dude, this is fucking sick.
And I messaged Jose if he was coming, and he didn't reply back.
That's so
Fuck you.
dope.
This is sick.
The green one actually looks fire.
They're
Wow.
dope.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, another note: they're drinkable.
Oh, look at that.
Oh wow.
We were at
What is it?
it's like a sour drink.
Okay.
We found it at this sweets store.
Like a Jones. So
And my dad looked at them and was like, "That looks like the drink from your zombie game." And I was like, "These do look like the drink from the..." And it was pretty simple to put together. So
Sick.
if you do want to drink them, you could.
No, I'm gonna keep them. These are actually gonna make their way onto the next podcast set, which we will also be talking about.
You know what's funny enough about this? You remember when you used to make a lot of those what are they called? The little bead things?
The Perlers?
Yeah, I still have the Speed Cola one.
Wow.
Just lying around somewhere.
I have my Mario.
Mm-hmm.
My dad had so much fun making these. He made 2 extra sets, one for himself and one for his nephew.
That's dope.
Mm.
Yeah, these are dope. I love these. Can't wait to
Yeah, this is awesome.
He might make more if you guys want them in the
Super
comments.
nostalgic. Oh, that's so sick. Well, thank you, Joey. That
Yeah,
means a
thank you,
lot.
dude.
I as much as I love the sodas, I mean, come on, this is fucking.
Yeah.
I love the idea that Joey bought 1 heel or bought 2 and gave me 1. So where's the other heel?
The other heel is actually in your laundry room. I have it hidden.
Got it. Thank you. All right. You know what? We'll keep that one. God forbid anything happens to this heel. We have a backup.
Can we use the second one as like a trophy for something? I don't know.
absolutely.
Yeah. We
It's
like
passed
decorate
around
it
for a
like
future
every time you
show.
win or something.
You win the red heel.
Yeah. And
Only
every time you get it, you like
Yeah, it only makes sense.
what?
I said it only makes sense. It's like we mentioned. It's like an object of importance.
Oh fuck yeah! And you get to add something to it. That should be
Dare I
cool.
say it might just be our Tower of Pimps,
Oh shit!
our red heel. All right, guys, I have cards.
Oh shit!
It was a big day. It was a big deal. You have to have cards.
Like Pokemon? Like, are you gonna do the reveal thing? 1, 2, 3,
Exactly.
and then
No segment
greed.
today. It's just more so for us to go back and have a little chronicling of what it is that has made Team Joystick over these past 10 years. Holy shit, 10 years.
Yeah.
So I think we right off the bat should just start off with the birth of Joystick, how it started. Not many people know that Joystick was actually a very early idea that Joey and I probably concocted in like late 7th grade, early 8th grade, something like that. Kind of a funny story on my end. Growing up, when I was like 10 years old before I met Joey, I used to think YouTube was a porn site. And the reason for that is because my parents would show their friends funny videos with like curses and stuff like that, and they'd always be like, "Get out of the room." So I was never allowed to watch YouTube. And then wait, it gets better. I didn't think of it then. I just knew like, oh, this is some shady stuff going on. Yeah. And then the only time I ever saw YouTube from my own eyes was in 5th grade when a kid in my class put on the Fergalicious music video. And that music video is still very promiscuous to this day. So when you're 10, that's porn. So didn't go on YouTube at all. When I met Joey told me all about YouTube. Joey was like, yo, there's these guys Smosh, there's this dude Freddie W, and they all do this and that. And I just lied to his face. And I was like, I know all of those guys. I watch Smash all the time, and I fucking love Fredward V or whatever the fuck his name was. The point is, one day I remember coming clean to Joey, and I was like, I don't watch YouTube. I don't know any of these things. And in what I thought was going to be a situation where Joey would be like, fuck you, Joey was like, oh, we have to watch all of this stuff now. And I remember in one day of just watching like 30 random YouTube videos, I was just hooked. Like, I was like, the idea of being able to create with your friends.
This is so interesting. It's such an interesting concept because like I watched YouTube in like 06. Maybe and now to this day I still rely on YouTube for like most of my viewing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And as a personal thing, you know, I've always kind of had that inner feeling in me that I wanted to create, and maybe more specifically to do video and stuff like that. But YouTube, when I first saw that, it was almost like a no-brainer for me. It had it just had all the boxes to check. I was like, I can make whatever I want. Anybody can see it. I can do it with my friends. It was just whatever I wanted to do. It was perfect, right? Keeping that in mind, we didn't actually put up a video for a very long time after that.
No, yeah. It was Bobby's idea to want to make a channel, and I, just being the consumer of YouTube, so much YouTube knowledge, I was just like very gung-ho about it. But I had no idea where to start, and I just relied on Bob.
But
like,
what's
actually
what's funny about that, in those early years, you were kind of the one in charge. Like, you remember when we were supposed to be game nerds? We were supposed to be a whole different YouTube channel.
We were supposed to be a lot of things.
No, yeah, and not many people know this, but you know, when people know that we used to be Mr. Joystick, and then we dropped that because ew. Now we're Team Joystick. But that all came from me eating a can of Pringles and just looking at the Pringle dude and being like, man, imagine if a joystick had a mustache. Man, fucking the first 6 years of our channel. But yeah, that's pretty much the birth of Joystick as an idea. And like we mentioned, it took 4 fucking years until 2014, from when we were in 8th grade to senior year of high school, to actually make a video. In that time, we ended up meeting people like this guy and that dude, and another dude who's in New Jersey at the moment. But yeah, we'll get into that because now we're going to talk. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I take it back to our name? Because whenever I bring up the OG name, Mr. Joystick, or even put at Mr. Joystick, which is our Instagram, a lot of people think it's a porn name. I wrote it. You could throw it up, the image. I wrote it in a bar yesterday. And I wonder how many people came to view to be thinking it was like some porn site. Like, oh, Mr. Joystick. Let's see who this guy is.
Yeah.
And it's us at a table.
Hey, it's clickbaity, all right?
Yeah, sure.
It gets them to check it out.
I don't get those vibes at all. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was just me. But the reason we called it that is just, like, we were very big game nerds to the point where we were playing 8-bit games. We were playing, like, NES games. All the very classic games, because we wanted to seem like, oh, yeah, we know what we were talking about, like, in the old type of video game era.
Look, there's one thing. We may suppress it a bit these days, but we are very much so gamers. There was like a there was like a solid year before we started making videos where like every day after school, instead of making videos, Jerry and I would race Mega Man X, and then Dylan and I would fucking play Kirby's Dream Golf or whatever that fucking stupid SNES game.
Wait, I fucking love that game.
Exactly.
That game's amazing.
So to speak, we did grow up playing a lot of retro games, even games that were like way past our time, but that's just what we were into.
We were into that. You know? Let's play something old.
But, you know, eventually 2014 came around and we were like, you know what? It's time to make a video. It's time to drop this shit. It's time to get over the imposter syndrome. We can do this too. So I'll never forget, I ordered a Hop Hog HD PVR, which if you remember was that giant silver box that was gigantic. Had no HDMI input or output. You had to use the composite cables, the red, white, yellow, all that good shit. What I find even funnier is we were all across the board. We've always been PlayStation gamers, but PlayStation 3 didn't have a composite video like feature capability. So the start of Joystick was Xbox 360, which I find hilarious because we never played Xbox 360.
I did.
No word.
You did.
But by the time we're doing that, it's like 2014. So it's also like, I'm not playing 360 then.
Right.
But I remember we had the Hop Hog HD PVR 2. I remember specifically our first video was the first Super Meat Boy Let's Play that you and me did, and I'll never forget it. I remember we went to CVS, we got snacks. That was the ritual. You had to go to CVS, you had to get snacks before the sesh, and you had to eat the snacks into the microphone because that was professional as everybody's doing that.
Rewatching the videos, you hear.
Yep. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. And it's funny because like it's one of my biggest pet peeves now, like editing and the audio sense. But we were so guilty of it back in the day. Fucking. And then one thing I'll always remember about like the early days of Joystick is, you know, we look back on it now. I feel like we could take for granted the fact that we all have these condenser microphones in front of us, right? But we didn't even have one back in the day. We had one shitty USB microphone. I still have it. It's in my closet. It literally plugged into the computer via USB. It was like one of those handheld microphones you see the hosts use. And we put it on a stand. But the stand wasn't like a microphone stand. It was like a desk stand. Yeah. So it would just be like there. Yeah. So what we did is we grabbed two giant fucking, what do you call those things? Those like Tupperware bins that you put storage containers, you know, like the laundry bins. Stack those up between Jerry and I. Microphone. And I was here and Jerry was all the way over there. And we were like, yo, what's up? It's time to fucking make a video.
Yeah. So for what it's worth, we made it work.
We made it.
We always gotta make it work, man.
We've come a long way for what it's worth, you know? The trend of quality and production value has skyrocketed over the years, while viewership is a little bit more like that. But that's on us, and we'll get to that later. The point is, that's what I definitely remember from uploading the first videos. Just to give you guys some context, to bring some memories back, our first series essentially was the Super Meat Boy Let's Play series. Then the world got introduced to Joey and Dylan in the Over the Hedge Let's Play, which is way better than the Super Meat Boy.
To this day,
So.
It's like it's so like chaotic. It's so very chaotic. Like we're like, I don't know how to describe it, but like you guys' like vibe in the Let's Play studio was different. Like I feel like me and Joey were very like stream of consciousness.
You know what I think it is? I think it was like Jerry and I went into it with like, we're just gonna talk.
Yeah,
we're just gonna do our thing. But like you two especially were the guys who watched a lot of Let's Play content.
So like we're making
I feel like
jokes.
you guys came in with like shit, like your own little ideas and stuff. So I remember editing that episode and being like, me and Jerry suck.
Joey also did a lot of like physical humor. Like he'd hurt the character, be like, you know, like he'd do shit like that. Where it's like I find that funny, you know.
It's weird because I was watching our first Let's Play and I remember being very uncomfortable talking into a microphone.
Yeah.
Definitely. I did theater throughout high school and I loved.
Out of all of us, you were probably the most.
I was so embarrassed. You put on the camera, you put a microphone in front of me, and you were like, "All right, go play a game and have fun." And I was like, "Hi,
talk to your friends.
Welcome to the show. We're gonna play this game." Had no idea what I was doing, and I'll be honest, I was like a little like, "What do I do? What do I say?"
Yeah.
There's a lot of moments of silence between us, and just like us listen. We watched a cutscene, so there's like a good minute of us just like listening to a cutscene and watching it.
That's incredible. Fucking
pull that out.
So now I
pull it over the hedge.
I would like to chronicle the years of Joystick. To help us along with that, I have nothing special, just the channel itself with our videos here, so we can refer to it. Look at us. Look at those guys.
Look at us.
Look at those boys.
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought? All right, all the channel art that we've gone through. Anyway,
shoutouts to Keith for making that joystick.
Shoutouts to Keith.
Shoutouts to Keith. Thank you.
The joystick that's not even visible yet in any of these thumbnails. But point is, that was the original logo. I don't even think I have that file to throw it up, which is crazy. I think it's on the old hard drive. I'll find some variation of it, and that's the old joystick logo. I used to have that on a poster in my room.
I have the poster still.
I gifted it.
You want me to take a picture of the poster?
I never did anything with it, but
I still have it.
We're gonna make new ones.
We all still have it.
Better. That's fine.
It's funny.
Fucking so the first little era of joystick I refer to as the Afterschool Era. This was quite literally when we would meet up at my house after school and we would make videos. This is like when you and I were in senior year, Jerry was in junior year, Jose was in junior year. In this era, we made 19 videos. Specifically, they go from our very first upload here to Bobby Time, Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah. What a show, might I add. Just a great spur of the moment idea that didn't happen because I was drunk in my room at the time. But
nice.
Either or, this would also be a great time to mention that over the course of 10 years of Joystick, your boys have produced original content and shows. Big hits like 1v1, Glitch Slapped, the Mr. Joystick Podcast, not to be confused with what you're watching right now.
Yeah, it's different.
That's a different thing.
The Chronicles, The Table. Remember that?
That
was
was
cool.
good. That was a good episode.
Let's Play.
Mhm.
The Chef's Son. You know that one.
That's a
And
good one.
Fear. There's also a lot more out there, but most of those we only did one videos of. We didn't really commit to those. But either or,
That's fine.
those were some of our more original highlight shows that we can look back on.
Mm-hmm.
And does anybody have anything they remember from the Afterschool Era? Anything they want to contribute?
The Afterschool Era.
Let me scroll down to the Afterschool Era. Like
I mean, this is it right here.
Oh, right
Just,
there.
just
Yeah,
the early
the early
days.
shit.
AKA the Blueprint Era.
This is not a big gap of time, right? It's only like a year and change, right?
This was about. Oh, I have the dates.
Yeah.
actually.
Do you
That's a
have
good
the
point,
dates?
yeah.
Because
So the dates for the Afterschool Era specifically were from March 3rd, 2014, which was our first upload date, to January 21st, 2015. So this one was almost a year, about 10 months.
okay, so yes, in my head this is a longer time frame. I don't know why.
Yeah, I feel
In my
like it was
head,
longer.
I think I just thought we started earlier.
Yeah.
I think that
Well,
might just be
I
it.
think at this point we were really pumping them out, but
Yeah.
either or, 19 videos in 10 months. And then we entered the Quintet Era, which is where we brought in a fifth guy named Jose. Not just the fact that we brought in Jose was also a big deal, but this was also when we like upgraded like all of the equipment. It was like when we got the first one of these mics, which I think is the one that I use.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was when we got the Elgato game cap, so we could start filming like higher quality Let's Plays and stuff. So that
Yeah.
was a really big shift for us. We really saw a big jump in like what we were capable of after that.
Mhm.
But in this era, it lasted from January 21st, 2015 to December 12th, 2016. We made 73 videos.
Nice.
To take you through memory lane, Jerry and I played a lot of Battle Block Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
I remember Sports Friends. That was a hoot and a holler.
Word.
I actually want to watch Sports Friends after this.
We premiered Glitch Slapped, which might just be one of our most hidden gems on the channel.
It is.
They were Glitch
Jerry,
Slapped
and,
is cool.
Jerry and Dylan played Rogue Legacy. In no offense, what might be the most forgettable Let's Play for me. I just never remember that we did that. Honestly. And I'm in one of them too.
The first 2 episodes I remember being good. The rest I can't.
I remember
skip.
the first 2 being good.
Here's a pretty big one right there. Little video called Last Slice.
That was
beautiful.
Interesting.
It's a real run of the mill idea Joey and I came with, and was
Beautiful cinema.
the first official joystick short.
It's
which
like a
I'm
sketch, yeah.
very proud of. I won't lie. It's fucking stupid, but I'm still very proud
We
of
need
it.
more.
This is also when we brought back 1v1. We try to do it in a more weekly conventional sense, you know.
I liked 1v1s from back then
Same.
and now. 1v1s were fun.
1v1s
Same.
were very fun. There were a little competition we had going. I mean, now we have like a trophy we can actually
Yeah,
we can
we
hold
have
on
a
to.
trophy.
Fucking more glitch slaps. Apparently we played Trials Fusion. I made a 90s PSA, which is the only video on the channel I didn't make with you guys. That video was secretly uploaded behind my back by a film school friend.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason it still exists on Team Joystick is because the president of my film school at the time saw the video, admitted to us that it was one of the funnier things he had seen in a very long time, and asked us to upload it onto YouTube so that he could put it on the playlist of videos that play when you walk into the film school. So for a short time, you would walk into the school and it would be like music videos, dramatic film, documentaries, and then that bullshit. So
Amazing.
pretty fucking funny. The school
I'm
doesn't
glad.
exist anymore, so I could technically bring it down, but memories are memories.
I have a thing to say.
What's up, buddy?
I get why you call it what you called it, because Jose's in a lot more videos than I remember him being in.
Yeah.
In my head, Jose was in Chronicles and like one of the
Jose-
things.
yeah,
I was like,
word.
I'm like, wait, he's in every
No,
video.
Jose
No,
was
he's
a
in-
giant
he's in
part
every
of all
video.
of these videos.
Jose, he's in all the upper ones.
He was in the
Yeah, he's in
1v1
this one.
rotation.
You know what it is? Even if he's not playing the game, Jose's in the background bringing the commentary.
Absolutely,
like,
yeah.
This shit's stupid.
There's also videos here that I don't remember.
Remember top 5 winter?
No, the
theme
one
song?
next to it.
Number 5.
Star Wall.
No, Bobby Time, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
My Christmas themed Bobby Time.
That literally,
funny.
it seems like made up. It's just like something in a dream, you know?
I made it. I think there were 3 Bobby Times in total, but that was that one. There's of course Joey's winter theme songs of video games, which I may admit, I think when we first made this video, it had like negative connotations towards it. I remember us not liking it as much, but I think very fondly of it now, and I honestly think I can rewatch that video and it does genuinely make me laugh. Not because I made it, not because of the stuff. Like there's edits in it, there's jokes. It's just great. So
That's funny.
It's solid.
It's one we came around to. One of these are interesting to me because was it the Sports Friends one? I just want to see real quick.
Sports Friends was good.
Yeah, the Sports Friends one I'll always remember because it's the first joystick video I wasn't in.
Oh, wow.
I remember that being like as funny as it sounds. I remember that being an exciting thing for me.
I remember you being excited about that.
because I was like, oh, I get to like
Yeah,
leave the
yeah.
room and like it was more so like when I get to edit it, I get to hear what they said. And you could have just spent an hour being like, "Fuck Bobby, he's the worst guy on the planet," but still would have enjoyed it. Played some Guacamelee. I was actually rewatching me and Jose's Dead Space Let's Plays. I can't say I forgot that Jose and I had good chemistry because I feel like that's a pretty known thing, but that's actually one of the few Let's Plays we've done together.
I enjoyed playing Hitman with Dylan. So here's another...
I forgot about that, actually.
Here's another fun joystick fact that only the creator of Joystick would know, and the editor. I don't remember which one specifically, but I do remember it being either episode 2 or episode 3 of the Hitman Let's Play. Mr. Joystick technically's first dislike of all time.
Whoa!
3 years in, somebody disliked one of those 2 videos. Wow. I don't know who. It broke my heart. I was glad I wasn't in it, you know. But I just, at the same time, it was like the Band-Aid was ripped, you know.
Yeah.
It was like a 3-year perfect streak. And it was like, all right, people can hate us now.
People can hate us.
We also attempted a podcast, which was pretty short-lived, but you know,
it was fun.
It had some moments. I will admit.
It had moments.
Look at that view. Look at the view count, man. That's crazy.
387.
That's wild.
I think like 2 of our Joystick episodes now have made that view count, but we're working on it. Don't worry. Yeah. We made a Civil War video that also has high view counts because that shit was very expertly titled.
Yeah,
if I say so myself. We opened some loot boxes in Overwatch. I remember that. We made a sequel to Last Slice 2, and then finally we made the 3rd and what we didn't know was going to be the final episode of the Mr. Joystick podcast. And then, of course, that leads us into what I call the Reconstruction Era. Now, if I do say so myself, I think this might just be my favorite era of Joystick, truthfully speaking.
Interesting.
The reason being is because this era ran from December 12th, 2016, all the way to August 5th, 2020. So this is a 4-year span of time.
This is a jump.
And we made 42 videos. But the reason I really, really love this era of Joystick is because for me personally, both as the creator and as someone who has like watched all of these videos, this was for us where we kind of stopped making shit that everybody else was doing and kind of toned into what we wanted to do. Like, we started doing really original stuff. We started playing the games we wanted to do. Even the jokes in the Shovel Knight Let's Play compared to jokes we had made in previous Let's Plays were way edgier, darker, but it was way more attuned to what we actually joked about as friends. It didn't feel like we had a gun pressed to the back of our heads and we were like,
I get that.
This happened the other day. Like, it was just real off the cuff. Like, I hate to say it, but I think that was right in the midst of the Bill Cosby controversy, and Dylan and I went through a whole fucking thing on it. And it was funny, and we argued about soup. But great times. Jose and Joey did what I would consider the second best Let's Play series on the channel, the fucking Walking Dead.
That was very good.
Some of the best inside jokes on the channel to this day.
Wait, what's the best?
I would say the best is Shovel Knight. This is my personal opinion.
Shovel Knight is good.
You have to keep in mind it's also the only game we've technically done another one now, but back then it was the only game we actually beat, which is a big deal. Every other one we gave up on. This one had a finale. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Played some Hotline Miami. As you can see here, this is where we started to dip our toes into the live action content a bit, you know. Did a live action 1v1, the first Chronicles episode.
Chronicles was fun.
That's got to be one of, if not my favorite video on the channel. Go check it out if you haven't already. Actually, one of my favorites, me and Dylan just playing some Rocket League. Pretty fucking funny. Dylan's got a really funny ender to that one. You remember that?
Yes.
Fucking.
I'm funny.
The Table. Yeah. Fucking very short-lived show. I mean, literally one episode.
The Arizona bracket.
Didn't mean to click it, but yeah, the Arizona bracket, and I don't know how to go back because there's no back.
Back up, bro.
There we go. Yeah, the Arizona bracket. That's actually a pretty funny video for what it's worth.
It's a good video.
It is a pretty good video. Very high produced. I also remember this being an era where Joey wasn't around a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. I think maybe I was doing a lot of productions in college and like also dipping my toe into like mingling with other people from college.
Yeah,
that I wasn't around as
because Joey wasn't in. Joey wasn't in this video or the Chronicles or this video or that one or the Table. The next video Joey's in is the Accounting Plus Let's Play. So that's when Joey finally pops back up. But I do remember that being like, where the fuck is Joey? And then finally, like I mentioned, we played some late night Let's Plays in what would eventually be a show we also scrapped. But we replaced it eventually with a way better show, if I do say so myself.
It also, like, I don't know why, but the thumbnail of that looks good though. Like, we look cozy, you know?
Yeah.
We look like we're chilling.
And then we move it into the final era of Team Joystick, which has by far been maybe not our longest era yet, but it's working on it, but easily our most productive era. Era 1, we made 19 videos. Era 2, 73. Era 3, 42. In the team era, which started right there, August 5th, 2020, a little before 4 years ago when we uploaded the first episode of the Joystick Show, we have made 226 videos since then, which is fucking just blows my mind out. I don't know how we did that.
How did you do that? Honestly,
I don't know. I mean,
you did it.
181, not counting this episode, of those videos are podcast episodes, which I get. You know, we did that consistently. I don't know where the other 45 videos came from. Truthfully, they're here, but don't remember them. But we did the podcast. I can tell you the truth. By 3-4 here, I thought we were not going to be keeping this up. I thought something was going to get in the way and we wouldn't keep up. So very glad to report we kept doing that. Also, episode 4, shout outs to Jose's only appearance on the Joystick Show. Stay tuned for that. He'll be back sooner than you know.
Damn, I'm wearing my $300 Mets jersey.
Yup.
The fits were crazy.
I had an EEG live on the podcast. That was a very high watch show because I think people were concerned about me. We introduced Let's Play. Fuck yeah. Great show.
I had a lot of fun during the Crash Bandicoot Let's Play.
This is one of those videos that, like, if I may be frank, and I'm not frank, nobody's going to watch this video ever.
How did I get so drunk that I don't remember the video?
Exactly. No one in their right mind is ever going to watch this video. It's fucking hilarious.
Have I seen this video?
Probably not. Yeah, that's how forgettable it is. Same thing with the Super Mario 64 Let's Play.
That one's fucking chaos.
That one is pure chaos.
I remember that one being nonsense.
Look, if you don't want to watch the Joystick podcast, watch these Let's Plays.
No, the Super Mario 64 is like you got drunk at a party and you went into the basement and plugged in the N64.
No, it's like if you got drunk at a party, walked into the basement and found us drunk in the basement playing Nintendo 64. Fucking, we did some Friday the 13th Let's Plays, which are pretty fucking funny. We had
Bobby over here.
Yeah, these were the old podcast thumbnails. These were the full table, the master shots, you know?
We had a guest, a kid on.
We did, an online kid. I'll never forget that. This was a pretty momentous one right here.
Yeah,
if I do say so, look, if I do say so myself, I know it might be biased because obviously I'm on the show. I'm
your father.
I'm one half of the chef's son, right? But I really do in my heart believe this was the first time we made and uploaded a video to Joystick, and we were all kind of like, whoa, like there's something here. Let's see what we can do with it. And we did nothing with it, but stay tuned for that as well. We continued the podcast. We did some Christmas stuff. We kept cooking with my dad. This is where I got COVID at some point, and then we actually missed a podcast episode, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that week or two we were off. We came back stronger than ever. We made a shit ton more
look
podcasts.
at the color change. Like,
yup. You're actually going to see the wall color change, too. Remember when we were in a fucking beige basement? Oh, Fear. I remember this.
Fear came out 2 years ago?
Yeah, look at that. It's the first Fear upload when we did Five Nights at Freddy's. Surely they never play that again. Ooh, episode 64 of the podcast. Remember that, Dylan? Remember Not So Live from Puerto Rico? That was a nice little one. Did a podcast, The Sound of Coquille Frogs in the Rainforest, which isn't even a joke. That's actually a really vibey episode.
That's dope.
You should go check that out if you want to. We did it poolside, but we did it at like 10 o'clock at night. And one thing I'll never forget about that podcast is, if you remember, the perfect distance away from like where we were sitting to get both of us in shot, like the third leg of the tripod was literally like at the edge of the pool. Like if a gust of wind just blew that shit over, like I would have had to jump into the pool to save that camera. But you know, sacrifices have to be made for perfection here.
God damn it, we did it.
And that video was far from perfect. We did a Super Bowl special. We made some chicken wings. This was fun.
Yeah, that's crazy. Our holiday episode was episode 69. That's incredible.
Was it?
Yeah.
Our holiday episode is episode 69.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
Fucking, we made a bunch more podcasts. We got really drunk off of moonshine, and Jerry vomited on the podcast.
That's a good episode.
One of my favorite moments.
88. Episode 88 is funny because you see the progression of us just slowly like
it's not
losing
even
it.
It's not even 4 guys getting drunk. It's just 4 guys having a worse and worse time.
They were not having fun.
Like we switched spicy drinks.
We switched up the thumbnail game. We started taking thumbnail pictures.
Yeah. Woo! Those look nice.
A bunch of those. We made our first best of segment.
Baba Yaga.
We started a Quantum Conundrum Let's Play series. We brought the Let's Plays back. If I do say so myself. Some of the funnier videos we've ever put out on the channel. Truthfully speaking.
I don't know. I feel like me and Bobby tap into weird energy because it's always a game I critique. It's never a game that like I love. It's like it's always game. Like Bobby's like I could play because Bobby's good enough at the game. He can play and talk, and I'm just here.
You're just there to comment.
I'm just here.
But that's literally the perfect formula. And if you don't want to watch it, there's a compilation. You can watch the compilation of it. Don't worry. Joey and I did a couple medieval episodes.
I remember having fun. I don't know how enjoyable they are.
They were pretty funny. I think actually it was one of those series where we had more. I didn't mean to click the St. Patrick's Day episode or even that moment.
But that's actually St. Patrick's Day. That's Halloween.
funny.
Oh, that is Halloween. Shit, I thought that was the part where he's throwing the coins in the air. But that is the Halloween episode. Shout outs. I forgot about that. I was really fogged up that episode.
You were what?
We left the fog machine running for like an hour before the episode. And we opened the door and it was like...
It was hot.
It was crazy.
There was smoke everywhere.
We did the best of Quantum Conundrum. This was supposed to be the 12 days of Joystick, which turned into like the 6 or 7 days, but it was better than what we did this year. So we got the best of Quantum Conundrum, little Q&A with my father. Some of my favorite videos on the channel for sure. The Mario Party Let's Plays. For what it's worth, we tapped into something way different here where we kind of changed the trajectory of Let's Play. And if you like this, there will be way more of that, so stay tuned. We did a wiki race, which we did a sequel to eventually. I did my top 5 Christmas movies of all time. We did way more podcasts. Dylan and I sat in a increasingly emptying hot tub.
You should have did it in my room. My room had like a way better hot tub.
You say that every time we bring up this fucking story. How are we supposed to know that I was going to be the only person on this trip with the malfunctioning hot tub on the balcony? Literally everyone on this trip, they have a hot tub on the balcony. It's not like I paid extra or premium. It just so happened that mine was fucked up. So I didn't know that, you know? Also, what I wanted to mention, the Puerto Rico episode, you hear like the coquille frogs in the rainforest and stuff like that. This episode, you just hear like housekeepers just like cleaning the fucking
doors closing and
because we did it at like 1 p.m. on an afternoon. Everybody's at the pool chilling, and me and Dylan are working. And
you and Dylan are in a hot tub, half naked, just sitting.
You planned it that way, baby.
We did a happy St. Patrick's Day episode, which
really good episode.
Stay tuned. There'll be a little sequel to that pretty fucking soon. We did a drinking and driving Let's Play. Don't do that unless it's virtual. We did a drinking and wrestling guacamole. We did way more podcasts. You're seeing a theme here. We brought back the Chef's Son. We made some cinnamon rolls in what was I'll admit, an annoyingly long but pretty funny episode.
I wish I was there for them cinnamon rolls.
We made some pan-seared cod. They were pretty great. Did you? You guys didn't have those?
Nope. I think you saved me one, but I wanted it like
we
fresh.
ate them in the basement down here.
Yeah, I think we ate them on an episode.
Yeah, we ate them.
We had them on an episode.
We made some spooky chicken piccata. That's one of my favorite episodes of the Chef's Son for sure. And then to wrap it up, getting towards the end of our team era, we did some more holiday episodes. Another wiki race, another best of Joystick. Brand new Fear and a nicer looking set, and we've caught up all the way here to episode 181 of the Joystick Show.
Wow! Incredible! Man. What a journey!
What a journey! So to you guys, I ask one very simple question: what was one of your favorite times working on a video here at Joystick? If you had to share.
I think you mentioned no one's gonna watch it. The Let's Play of Crash Bandicoot. Was that the very first Let's Play?
That was the third Let's Play.
Maybe it was just because Crash Bandicoot was so like dear to my heart as a child, and being like a grown person lit off my mind with a great group of friends that I had, like a very close knit group of friends. I sat like leaned against your bed because you had the microphone on your like coffee table that's next to your bed. I was like really comfy in that episode, and I was just like gone and just like amazed by how Crash Bandicoot is like come back for a new game, a fourth game, and I was just like looking at the game and then looking around like, I love these homies. I love this game. I love these guys.
Like 10 years ago, we were Crash 1, and now we're Crash 4.
That's crazy.
It's like a metaphor for us.
Crash
a metaphor.
I also enjoyed the Let's Plays where you could see us too.
I was just going to say real quick before you continue, I think another part of why that might be so memorable for you is because we did that Let's Play the midnight that game came out. So I remember that was a podcast night that we did the podcast. We went upstairs, set up Let's Play, and then as soon as the game dropped, we filmed it like as soon as the game was up because we wanted to get ahead of people and put it up early. And then even right after we filmed it, I remember you guys kept hanging out, and I was on my bed editing it on my laptop to put it out as fast as possible. But that's probably again why it was like so extra memorable. It was like literally exciting. The first time we could play it.
Yeah, we were all like hyped to see what was going on.
And like you said, the live action Let's Plays, when we finally started doing those, like those are some of my favorites. Jerry and I were talking about it earlier about how we technically lost the Mario Party Let's Play that we wanted to
was
put
amazing.
Out. But it might have been one of my favorite experiences making a YouTube video, and the fact that we lost it just fucking sucked. But it honestly just made me want to make more and just make them extra funnier as we go. So. I'm excited. But anybody else have fun memories?
I got one.
Jerry goes.
I want to see it. I told Jerry I have an idea, but I'll be honest if it's not.
Okay, so I want you to hear your guess first.
All right.
Like what we think yours is.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I know. My guess right off the bat is one of the Chronicles.
Okay.
It's not the one I picked, but I do like Chronicles.
Chronicles are good.
Because I was gonna say one of the Chronicles.
I don't know.
I was gonna guess the Accounting Plus Let's Play.
No, but I did like that game.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So what's Jerry's favorite?
So my favorite video is because it's such a one-off video. We never really did this again, and it was just so random, and it actually got a lot of views for what it was.
Smash Civil War.
Yes, Smash Civil War. It was just such a random weird idea.
We do like a sketch that like everyone's in.
So strange. It was just like a sketch. It was like some we were just playing Melee a bunch. We were like, hey, there's a Iron Man skin, there's a Captain America skin, there's a bunch of like Avengers movies coming out. There's got to be something here,
and it worked.
It worked really well.
Bobby fucked Elsa.
And I did that with Spider-Man.
Spider-Man versus Elsa. That's going to get all the kids to clickbait.
Video,
all our comments are just going to be like H3PQ, H equals, because the kids are trying to type in the comments section.
I hope no kids are watching this.
Yeah, no. I specifically make them not for kids at the bottom of every upload.
Cool.
But yeah, that's a weird one. I would not have guessed that one at all. I mean, I do remember being a part of it. I think I lost to you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
we just run it back. That's what we gotta do. I think we have an idea now for another video. Joey, do you have a fond memory being on
sure did.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dylan. Do you have a fond memory of being on?
No,
I get you guys mixed up all the time.
Yes, I do actually. So I was going to pick live action originally because that's what I like doing the most. Like whenever I think of like what was like a lot of fun, like even just like watching you guys do like Last Slice and helping with the camera and stuff like that. Yeah. I always love just being active and that sort of thing. That's why I love Chronicles so much. The Civil War one was one of the best because we did the sketch. However, I just like ones where we just kind of talk about our shit. So I will go episode 5 of the podcast, which might be very specific, but we talk about why we even want to do this shit. It gets really deep, it gets kind of cool, and it's our first ever segment.
Right? Yeah.
Nice. So it really checked all the boxes, and it's like kind of like the potential being
makes
there.
You emotional watching.
Yeah, because it's like
wow.
Got you.
Cool.
So to share my experience. It's kind of fun for me because I have different experience where it's like I've also edited the videos and watched way more than you guys have. I would say one, but I wanted there to be another one because this one's also a little weird. It's just not weird. It's got to be probably Chef Son. Just kind of like it was the first video we ever did where I wasn't really relying on you guys. I was with somebody different, someone I've never talked to in my entire life. But it was cool to do like a video with my dad and kind of have to like. Not in doing a video, or rather in having a channel with you guys for as long as we have, you learn to kind of rely on each other for comedic timing and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to like throw it into an improv space where I had to see what my dad was gonna say and then kind of rely. And it was also really cool to see how positively received it was by people, where to the point where like this isn't even trying to be a joke, but like I'd go to funerals 2 years later and people would be like, when are you gonna make another one? And I'm like, bro, your fucking cousin just died. Like, relax, homie, we'll make it eventually.
We'll make lasagna next time.
Pretty much. But no, that was a really cool one for me. But if I had to be more personal, one that I really liked, two real quick, and you'll see the similarities. The one that we did that introduced Jose, the Super Smash Brothers video, because that had the whole opening skit where we were like, "Who's at the door?" and and all that shit. That was also really fun, and it was just cool because it's like the first video where like all 5 of us are together, and it's a pretty symbolic thing. But also weirdly, the episode 100 mark of the Joystick Show, where I filmed the whole sketch where I'm in Florida and like come back. It was just a cool way to like do a cold open in the episode and then share a milestone I never thought we'd be able to get to on the podcast, and here we are like 80 episodes after that. It's been an honor. I've had a lot of fun on this one, It's been a fun journey, as Joey said. Yeah. And last but not least, what I definitely wanted to talk about is goals we've hit and goals we want to hit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If I'm being honest, and if I'm also being doubly honest, I've never been the person to really obsess over numbers, and I low-key think that's not a good thing. I think at some point we have to, we really should set goals. And one of our biggest, I'd say cons is the fact that, and this is, again, it's not that it's a con, it's just more so we're in a position where we have the opportunity to make this bigger, right? We have the opportunity to show more people. But the reality of the situation is Team Joystick and the channel itself is a time capsule of our friendship for the past 10 years.
That's how I view it.
So highs, lows, good, bad, no matter what peaks we reach, we'll always have that. And that's like the coolest fucking part about it. So that's why no matter what, it's never been in vain. Like we're always going to have this. I can show my kids this one day and be like, you know, your fucking stupid Uncle Dylan, this is what he used to do. When he was
we argued about this.
My dad tells me stories about him jumping over toxic sludge puddles in the backs of warehouses. I'm not even fucking joking, but I can show my kid me jumping over toxic sludge with Jose. You know, but I do think it's time that we start taking a little bit more effort, at least in putting ourselves out there. A couple reels on Instagram, trying to get the subscribers up, the view count up, put some shorts up, because that's a big thing on YouTube now.
We love podcast shorts.
We're grandpas. You know, back in the day, there were no shorts. It was all fucking jeans. Now, you got to put everything into smaller, digestible 60-second clips.
Loop over,
People's attention spans are gone.
But that's one of my biggest goals for Joystick is simply just to get the social medias up there, you know, post a little more often. Not annoy people, but just let people know what we're cooking. I was even thinking of perhaps making like a monthly this month on Joystick, just quick little 30-second long compilation of the best bits from our video so people could be like, oh shit, I should go on their channel and see what they put up this month. You know?
That'd be dope.
Things of that nature.
Hashtag Cardi B.
Little chef's on montage.
Exactly. I was also, you know, looking at like the requirements to get, you know, paid on YouTube and stuff like that. And it's funny in terms of like the making the content part, we're way over that, but it's about like the numbers part, like getting people to watch it. So we just get like 200 more subscribers and stuff. We'll start making 20 cents a video. That's pizza, bro. That's pizza. That's one pizza pie a month, I think. Something like that. But point is, definitely want to get the numbers up, get the word out there, and just want to make more content on this fucking channel. Definitely want to work towards making way more variety content. You saw a big theme there where there's big chunks of podcasts. I want to stop that shit. I want to see podcasts, and then we did this, and then podcast, and then we did this, and then we did podcast for 3 straight weeks. But then we did this. But the point is there should be way more colorful thumbnails up there than just those slotted podcast thumbnails. So,
I get that.
Just stay tuned for a fun year 10 of Joystick. We already have lots of ideas prepped. In fact, get ready for a trailer that'll be coming pretty soon. Dylan and I discussed that. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Nice.
And you'll get to see some of the stuff we're working on. And yeah, just get excited because Team Joystick is going to be your new favorite. I don't know.
Gaggle of men.
Gaggle of men.
You'll see. Yeah. You'll see.
Those gaggle of men.
I remember. Yeah, I do want to jump on the 60 the reels bit because I remember going on my Instagram and I saw these 4 they looked like high school boys doing a podcast, and it reminded me of when we started the channel, making these Let's Plays, and they had 2,000 views solely because it was a reel. All the comments were negative, so that
they got views.
Yeah. But they got views. Mm-hmm. I don't edit these videos. I don't set up this set. But doing this for so long, I saw what they were doing, and I was like, this is awful. And
the thing is,
they're
Joey,
spaced too far. The acoustics in the room is bad.
And Joey,
but they got 2,000 views,
and we're more likable.
Yeah.
So that would make it more.
How do you say no to this face?
Yeah, word. Can't say no.
But I want to be able to definitely promote. I also would say I don't care about numbers because this was a time capsule. And to be honest, reviewing all these episodes did make me feel damn, this was good to watch for myself because I was able to watch us through the years.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
cool.
I was waiting for anyone else to jump in.
It's kind of like a pictures vibe, but you get pictures. More out of it.
But it's jokes and videos.
Yeah, you get to hear how your comedy evolves. It's even funnier,
So, just stay tuned for lots more stuff to show you. I really hope that in year 10 we can show you. I mean, not to spoil something too much.
phase 5.
It's technically, I was thinking about it's 3. I mean, Era 5. But
that's what I mean.
Now that we're in the
that's what I meant. That's what I mean. Era 5.
In the reflection mood, the other day, so Andy showed me that. So for those of you that have iPhones, when you can take a live picture on your phone, and it does a picture that does 15 pictures or something like that.
It's like a mini video.
Yeah. I didn't know that those capture audio also. So if you hold down, it it does the fucking audio for 2 seconds of what was happening in the photo. It's fucking hilarious.
That's incredible.
So people are trying to get babies ready for a picture. They're like, look over here, and the baby's like,
You get all of that.
You get the whole fucking thing.
That's amazing.
It's hilarious.
There's potential there.
Stay tuned for what we got to show you in year 10. We're gonna play some games and get drunk. I'm gonna cook with my dad. We're gonna fucking
a lot of cooking.
We're gonna have some scary stuff.
We're gonna get scared. We're gonna introduce some new stuff, which I'm really excited about. Probably play some games in some different ways and variations. And I'm gonna say this right now to light the fire under all of our asses so that we can get it done. You're gonna see some fucking sketches this year. You're gonna see some written comedy. We're gonna try to act, and it's gonna be fucking
directing.
We're gonna have a Christmas sketch
choreography, makeup, set design. We got everything.
Now, before we end this podcast, or rather before we head into the Jam and Yam
radio,
I would like to mention one last thing, and it wasn't before the red heel was on the table, but now that it is, it feels like almost like an award that I can give. And I was thinking something funny that we could do when, and this is a bit of a spoiler, there's going to be a new Team Joystick, the Joystick Show set pretty soon. Brand new, bigger table, accommodates guests, new lighting. I'm really excited to see what it looks like. Maybe there'll be a red heel on the table, probably. But I thought a funny idea would be to have a plaque in the back of our Employee of the Month. Like whoever is the funniest or does the best shit, you know, and just like real like SpongeBob shit, like cheesy, you know, like right there in the background of one of the shots. So I would like to offer this red heel, in my opinion, the funniest motherfucker on this channel in the past 10 years. Bro, I don't know how you did it.
Really?
I don't know how you did it, Jerry. We have talked about this
heel cycle. Wow,
bro. We don't know, man.
I'm honored.
No one expected it. Jerry came into this friendship. He didn't even curse, bro. He was like, "Don't say that." And now you're the funniest person here, and I don't get
Seamless.
it.
Seamless. Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Far too kind.
I was rewatching all the Let's Plays starting from like the very first one, and Jerry has made me laugh so much. I started saving all the times Jerry on my phone on the notes, and I was like, "Nah, this is gonna be too much." But the one that I remember was you were like, "Why doesn't he do this jump, this and that?" And then Jerry was like, "Why don't you ask him yourself?" And then Bobby was like, "I don't think Super Meat Boy talks." And he goes, "Oh no, maybe he does. Catch him at Comic-Con. Maybe he'll be at New York City Comic-Con." And I was just fucking idiot. Even back then. He's punny. He's punny. It's all puns, and it's just very dry. And
it's like mad dry.
It matches perfectly for like when Bobby's screaming or when Dylan's like saying something sarcastic, and then in comes Jerry with something like off.
So
like,
get ready for the
dad joke
the next
central.
Employee of the Month. I also forgot to do the thing at the beginning of the episode where I say what we're going to be talking about, but I also said what we were going to be talking about.
I mean, guess
so
what?
It already happened. Fuck you guys. It's Jam and Yam of the Week.
yeah.
Yummy yum.
And my phone is not here.
I will go first.
Go for it.
I will go first. My Yam of the Week is a pretty fun band. It was like, I don't know what happened, but when I'm going to work in the morning and I have my music on, the song radios and shit are always hitting. I was on like a different wavelength. The song is Rabbit Hole by Life and Idol. Ooh. Kind of like an emo kind of band. Sometimes they sound like Movements. Sometimes they sound like a more like mid-2000s pop punk. But it's good. Good riffs. Love music.
Nice.
My slam comes from Real Friends, the band Real Friends. And the reason I chose them for this slam was they're having a concert.
Because we're real friends.
Yeah. There's a event happening this summer called Sad Summerfest, and it's like all the bands that have been kind of like quiet as of lately. And I chose Real Friends because when I was talking to my girlfriend about it, who wants to attend, she was like, "Oh, I know Knucklepuck and Wonder Years. You took me to their concert." So I had to introduce her to Real Friends. And the song is ... and We're Just Changing. It's the last song on their album to coincide with Maybe This Place Is the Same. And the last song on the album is And We're Just Changing.
Crazy, because my song, it's a J. Cole song. Ooh. And it's called Change.
Yo.
Yeah, it's from the album For Your Eyes Only, right? That's what it's called. I think it's like 2016, 2018, something like that. It's a good song.
That's even crazier because my song is called The Changeling by Change McChangerson. It's crazy. It's this new genre called change metal. It's awesome.
Change metal.
No, actually,
people just rattling around with pennies in their pocket.
My jam of the week, this is going to sound so fucking stupid. My jam of the week is going to go to a song that I've been playing every morning as soon as dawn hits. First thing I play before I get into bed, it just fucking hypes me up. I get up. Shout outs to Return of the Mack by Morrison. You've all heard it. Return of the Mack.
Yeah.
Just fucking, I get hype. I don't know what it is. It gets the day started. It feels like I'm returning. I don't know where I went, but I'm back. I'm here. It's my comeback song. So it's the Return of the Mack. Shout outs to Mark.
You should actually leave your room like a WWE entrance.
Yeah, right. That's what it feels like.
I forgot what I was reading about that song. They were like, imagine you come out with a song and your biggest song is like, I'm back.
I'm back. And then nothing happened.
It worked.
Isn't that what what's his face did?
You can't just say that. Joe. You gotta fuck
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I don't know.
I'm back. Ha ha. Stay mad. And then he just.
Are you Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
You just put on like a non-tattooed face. Well, thank you all for watching the Joystick Show, but even more so than that, thanks for watching Team Joystick. It's been a fun fucking 10 years. Truthfully.
Word. And if you've been subscribed since the very beginning, thanks.
Yeah, word. If I may be honest, there have been times in this journey where I have wanted to rip my fucking hair out, where I've wanted to throw things at walls, where I've wanted to give up. And there's even been times where we have given up, where we really like put the pin in it and we thought like this was it. We were like, we're not going to make videos anymore. And then we were like, let's try one more time and do something new. And then we were like, you know what? We're not going to make videos anymore. And then the pandemic hit and you're like, you know what? We just got to do this shit because it's what we're used to and it's what we like to do. Mm-hmm. So I think I can safely say that we'll be definitely around for at least another year to show you what we're made of. And regardless, I am just very thankful for anybody who's helped to support the channel in any way. Whether it was a like, a comment, you watched the video, you showed it to your friends, you watched Chef's Son with your grandma, I don't give a shit. It really means the absolute world to me. Stick around for year 10 because it's going to be even bigger, even better. I cannot stress enough. I feel like year 10 is going to be like Joystick's year.
Huge. It's going to be a big year.
And if not, we're going to set ourselves on fire live on the podcast in another year.
That'll be fun.
You guys ready for that one? I'll bring the kerosene and everything.
Can I make the fire a different color if I want to change it?
Yeah, we should all be a different color.
You will combust in your own way.
Did you ever have that day in chemistry where you changed the fire?
Where you lit yourself on fire?
Yeah, I didn't have that class.
Joey and I went to Catholic school. They don't believe in chemistry.
No, they made the green fire and the red
fire. I didn't see that.
That'd be like the devil. We don't fuck around with that. But anyway, thanks for watching the Joystick Show. Thanks for watching Team Joystick. I've been Bobby.
Dylan.
Joey.
And be nice to my baby. I love her.